everyone, it's Abby, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, sorry, glare, I don't have curtains on my window right now, and there's a big glare on my face. First things first, if the camera's shaky or it's not good, I'm terrible with the camera, I can't see very well, I'm visually impaired, my official diagnosis is microphthalmia and nystagmus, which means small eyeballs and shaky eyeballs, respectively. So if you wondered about that, my camera work is probably terrible because I can't see very well. I want to clarify, I do have some vision. Another clarification, just because I can't see doesn't mean I can't do things that sighted people can. So now that we got that out of the way, like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the notification button. Now, let's get into our topic. Today, we are discussing the book Stung by Bethany Wiggins. So, for those who have read the book, you already know what it's about. For those who have not, I'm going to give a brief rundown, and then you guys need to leave. So, Stung is about, it's like, I guess you would classify it as post-apocalyptic. Bees were nearly extinct, so they made a vaccine, and those who had it, they were all kids, they became monsters. They're alive, but they have, like, super strength, and they're basically mindless. And that's what it's about. It's told from the point of view of Fiona Tarsis, who is 17, but she was asleep for 4 years, and she still thinks she's 13. So that's what it's about. If you haven't read the book, please go. Listeners can stay. Like, if you listen to the book, that's how I do it. But if you have not read the book, scram, vamos, auf Wiedersehen, vámonos. Wait, never mind, I think I used that last word incorrectly. Don't speak Spanish or German. So, those of you who have read the book, welcome. And I'm excited to discuss this with you. So, we open with a freaked out Fiona, and she's in her room, and a bunch of her stuff is, like, her new posters are, like, all crinkly, and it's, like, old, and looks like it's been abandoned. Freaky, and not very inviting at all. So, she walks down the hallway, because she has a twin brother, admire his taste. Like, she's like, the models of dinosaurs in Star Wars were smashed to the ground. Loved it. So she goes, her brother ends up attacking her, which is insane, because he's a beast, and she has 10 lines on her hand, which ends up being the biggest level you can have, and it's just so terrible, because, like, you read about this, and you feel so bad for the characters. Bethany Wiggins did a really good job. I was very intrigued by this book. So, she runs. She ends up in the sewers with this girl named Erin, who, by the way, ends up not being a girl. It ends up being a boy named Eris. Why? That's so weird. And it shocked me. I'm like, what? No. So that ended up being a huge reveal. Also, Eris is a little traitor and turned Fiona into the she turned he turned Fiona into the beast fights, which is when they take two beasts and put them together and fighting, and she ends up having to face her brother. And the guy who matched them up was Duncan Bowen, who is Dryden Bowen's big brother. Dryden Bowen was a friend of Fiona. Well, no, they weren't friends. He was a bully and was mean, and they called her Photard, which I think is that's a mean name, but clever for a third grader to call someone. So she ends up, falling in love with Dryden. He saves her, because she loves her too, and he ends up having to save her from these beast fights. And it's revealed that the governor, who they think is okay, is evil, and he was draining the beasts of the blood. And so the governor Sonishin was draining beasts of the blood because it gave him power and healing ability. And he was killing beasts who had been cured. So they were a cure and they could save all these kids, but the governor would kill them that Dr. Grayson had cured. So when they cured Fiona, they ran her out of the lab before Sonishin could kill her, and that's how she ended up on the wrong side of the wall, and they couldn't come back to get her. So this was amazing. I'm sorry if it's disjointed, but I loved this book, and I've listened to the second book, and I thought it was amazing. I want to hear your thoughts on this book. So, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and we'll just have this huge discussion about it, because I think that's great. Oh, and one more thing. I'm instituting a contest. It's not for anything. But what it is I will say a quote. And if you know what movie it's from or book, it can be a book, and who said it, props to you. You will be getting a shout out in my next video. And I'll take one of the first ones I see. So if you want to get a shout out, figure out this movie quote. And I have to say, Megan Schmidt, if you are watching to the end of this, no! She knows exactly what this quote is from. Megan is my best friend. Go check out her YouTube channel. I am permanently disqualifying you from this contest, Megan, for the simple reason that A, I just shouted you out, and B, you know this quote, and it's something you really like. So, if you know this quote, which is, "Thank you for nothing, you useless reptile." I repeat, "Thank you for nothing, you useless reptile." If you know that quote, put it, who said it and what movie it was from in the comments below. And then I will find maybe 2 or 3 and shout you guys out in my next video. So, have a nice day, and may the force be with you.